Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your motherfucking boy. I got a question for y'all before we start the show. Have you ever been in a situation where you caught feelings for somebody real bad in my Carisha voice? And they hit you with the let's just be friends energy, and then you pretend like, oh, that's okay. Let's do it. Let's be friends. And you know damn well that's not what you wanted, right? Well, this episode is for you. Today we're going to be talking about the friend zone, and we're not going to talk about it from a bitchy standpoint or a whiny ass standpoint where you're, whining about being in the friend zone. I'm not going to do that today. I want to talk about it from an emotional standpoint of like learning how to be okay with saying no. This does not work for me because I feel like a lot of times we have a hard time with accepting the fact that you just don't have to be in the friend zone. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you real. So y'all come on in here and let's banter, all right? With the educated opinion on topics of all varieties. This your boy Bubba, and you already know what I'm about to say, right? You are listening to Bubba's Banter. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your motherfucking boy. I ain't gotta say no names, right? But I am anyway. It's your boy Bubba, and you are watching and also listening to Bubba's Banter. I almost fucked that up, y'all. If you're new to my show, there was season 2 where I will fuck up my intro every single time. And I remember, like, I used to have this long ass intro. I used to be like, I need to cut that shit down because I know motherfuckers is not trying to hear all that shit. And then I would say it so fast because I'm trying to get everything out. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't need to be that fast. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your motherfucker boy. Like, we need to nip it down. But anyways, I hope you guys are living well, feeling well. I am doing good. I'm doing great. I want to say shout out to everybody that has watched my YouTube video with Damian Wayans. You know, his questions about black men in dresses. I really love that the fact that you guys listened to that. I was like, man, y'all guys watch it, but it was dope because like I had missed a week anyway, so I was like, you know what, I might as well just drop an extra video. So I was like, okay, give the people what they want to, give the people more content, and you guys responded really well to it. I got a lot of good questions and a lot of good feedback on that video. So I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing, watching, and supporting me. I really do appreciate that a lot. I personally believe that that was a really good episode from Club Shay Shay, or interview. Sorry, that was a really good interview from Club Shay Shay. That was like one of his best ones. I think that interview was all about growth and maturity. And I just love Damian Wayans. He's really funny, like really, really funny. Even though, again, my favorite Wayans is Kim. I don't know what it is about her, but she's funny as fuck. And Marlon, those are my favorite Wayans. But I just love the Wayans family in general. So there's that. But anyways, make sure you guys go ahead and go back and watch it if you haven't. You already know what I'm about to do, right? Hit that subscribe button, baby. Make sure you do hit that. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. When you do that, it puts me out there in the algorithm, and it's free, y'all. So help your brother out. Hit me with a thumbs up. Please do that. Also, follow me on my social medias, which is the Real Doc Dre, Bubba's Banter Podcast, and I'm thinking about making a TikTok again. I keep saying I'm gonna do that, but it's just too much work. I'm tired of having so many goddamn social media pages. So I'll come back to it. But anyways, follow me on my social medias. And I know y'all like to listen to this sexy ass voice because you probably listen to me right now. Um, beggars can't be choosy, but if you want to listen to me on any of my streaming platforms, make sure it's Spotify because this podcast is hosted by Spotify for creators, baby. And if you want to click the link down there in the description, it will show you exactly where I'm streaming at. Links to everything down there, so make sure you guys do that. So tonight, like I said, we are going to be talking about the friend zone. Let's begin. So the term friend zone came out of pop culture as we know it. I mean, you done seen it in movies, you done seen it in TV, you done see or TV, you done see music videos, you done envisioned it in songs, right? Like literally songs. And honestly, it started as a joke, I think, to me, but somewhere along the way, it turns into this toxic concept. Like someone owes you romance just because you're nice to them, right? Right? And that's not it. But here's the flip side. Sometimes you genuinely can catch feelings for someone and they don't feel the same. And instead of, making it awkward, they always want to say, oh, let's just be friends. Why? And for a while, that may seem like the mature thing to do. But the truth is, why are you sitting there hurting in silence, feeling stuck? That's not friendship. You deserve more than that. Now, I learned this term in therapy about a year and a half ago. I know it was a little back when. But emotional breadcrumbing. I don't know what you know. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but let's talk about it. So now let's be real. There are moments when the friend zone starts to feel like emotional breadcrumbing. And I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm hoping you know what I'm talking about. They don't want to date you, but like they'll still flirt enough just to keep you close, keep you around. They might, vent to you about their love life, lean on you when they're lonely, compliment you just enough to keep you confused, but never take it further. And then you're sitting there like, what are we doing here? You know, that's not fair. It's not fucking fair, bro. That's not friendship. That's being used as an emotional crutch. And it's not fucking okay. You know, and the sad part is you probably have already convinced yourself that it's actually okay. You know, for real. And your feelings are valid. His feelings are valid, but when someone's stringing you along to feed their ego and keeping you at arm's bay, like that's when you need to check the fucking situation, bro. Straight up. Emotional breadcrumbing is fucking wicked. That shit will wreak havoc on your soul. Oh my soul. For real. Like straight the fuck up. Like emotional breadcrumbing keeps people stuck and they just can't see it sometimes. And I think, one, it creates false fucking hope. Every fucking little compliment, every little flirty text, every moment of affection, it's like a sign of hope. It's a sign like, oh, maybe they're gonna start liking me. Maybe they're gonna catch feelings too. Maybe, things could change. Maybe I'll get out of the friend zone. Like you start to feel that way and it keeps you emotionally invested. Two, it triggers the reward system. Like, breadcrumbing plays with your brain like slot machines. It does. If you play slot machines and we all get like excited when we get the free games, free spins, that's kind of how it is. When you see that one free game, second, oh shit, another, oh shit, oh, ding, 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 jackpot. Like that's how it feels. So you get that text from them that one day, the next day, the other, you start to feel good. And when you don't get it, then you crash out. It keeps you craving for more. But yeah. And then another thing too, it delays healing. Like you can't move on from someone who keeps showing up enough just to keep you emotionally invested. Like breadcrumbing keeps you in limbo. Yeah. And then over time, you know, it kind of like goes towards your self-worth. It eats at it. You start to believe that all you deserve is just the little fucking crumbs that they're giving you. You believe in your heart that crumbs are all you deserve. And that's where the real damage happens. But let's talk about something that we don't hear enough. And that is it's okay to want more. It really is. Like so many of us are being taught that, we should be grateful for the friendship. We should be grateful for the friendship. to get over it. Let's not make it weird. Like all that shit. No. It's okay to say this is something that I don't want. This is not for me. Because you know what? It's okay to want love. It's okay to want connection. It's okay to want intimacy. It really is okay. And do not let anybody make you feel otherwise. This not needy. It's natural. It's human. You know? Um, and I feel like you don't have to suffer in silence to protect your needs from someone's discomfort. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Because I really do feel like you have in this day and age of dating, I feel like it's like there's this pressure to, especially in the gay community with all the open relationships and poly and all this shit, there is like this pressure to stay in the friend zone to prove how mature you are. And I hate it, you know. But also you need to know that maturity is knowing when to protect your peace. Straight the fuck up. You know, so you don't need to suffer in silence to be the bigger person. Sometimes being the bigger person is just mean leaving the situation because it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. You know, we don't have a lot of time on this earth. I know we don't, and I hope you know you don't. And it sucks when you have to waste your time on people who want to play these fucking mind games. Fuck all that shit. Now, here's the thing. You can leave the friend zone without being messy or creating a scene. For real. You ain't gotta be messy. You ain't gotta be dramatic. You can just jump up and leave. You ain't gotta block them. You don't gotta make these posts on Facebook and Instagram about snakes in the garden and fake love and shit like that. You could just simply say, hey, I realize I feel more than a friendship. I need the space to honor that. That's not petty. That's emotional maturity to me because you're choosing yourself. You know, because being someone's, you know, maybe or a just in case person will eat at your self worth. I promise you, because I've been there. And I promise also is that there is peace on the other side of just letting shit go. Let it go. Let it go. I have to say this. I cannot leave this unsaid. um, just because someone does not share the same feelings as you does not make them a villain. Okay? It does not make them a villain. It does not make them evil. That is their right. That is their right. And at the same time, if you truly cared about somebody, you should want them to be happy, right? Even if that means that you're not in the picture of their happiness, you should want that for them. So do that, you know? But here's the thing, you can respect their no without forcing yourself to stick around in pain. You really can. Like, I hope you know that. And that's the nuance, right? Like, you can say, hey, I honor your boundaries, but I also have to honor mine. Because one of the things that I know this for a fact because I've dealt with this plenty of times. Resentment grows when our needs are not met. So walk away with love, not bitterness. You know, let people go with grace. Let them go with grace. But yeah, like I said, man, life is just too short. Like, life is too short to be begging for scraps when you know you deserve a full fucking meal. Like, straight up. And if someone can't meet you where you're at emotionally, that's okay. Let them go. That's not weakness. That's, you know, that's wisdom. You're not ungrateful. You're not, you know, bitter. You're not being dramatic. You're just listening to your own heart. And I think a lot of us need to practice that more. A lot of us. I had to practice it myself. So like, you know, I feel like the next time you find yourself in the friend zone, ask yourself this: is it serving me or is it draining me? Because if that's the case, give yourself the permission to step out. You're not wrong for wanting more. Okay. All right. I just want to say thank you to everybody that has, you know, been checking out my podcast, retweeting my shit, sharing my shit, subscribing to me. I really do appreciate you guys. If you do listen to my podcast, I do want to get more podcasters on here and start powwowing. So if you are a podcaster and you're listening to my podcast, hit your boy up in the inbox, and let's like brainstorm on some shows. I want to get some more people to come on to my podcast. I want to do some interviews. I need to get back into doing some of my series like intrusive thoughts and and the shape of you and body conversation on body positivity. I'm going to redo that. I'm going to continue that very, very soon. I have some people in mind that I need to reach out to. Maybe start recording in advance so I can just drop those videos when I need to drop them. But yeah, I'm going to be creating more of that. I'm going to start doing some reaction videos too. Like I got some good reaction videos in mind, like doing reviews on certain things like food and clothes and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyways, I just want to say thank you again, guys, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Make sure you follow me on my social medias. Follow me wherever you can find me. The link is down there in the description, and you'll see exactly where I'm at. To everywhere, you can just click and hit that follow button or that subscribe button, whatever you choose. Beggars can be choosers, right? Your boy is tired because I got to get ready for work in the morning. So that's why you see my eyes getting a little low. But anyways, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.